Pokémon Champions, the best competitive Pokemon game Nintendo has released in a while. With a great amount of Pokemon in our disposals, the ability to not only instantly EV train, but to change moves to suit your playstyle, and the best thing, Mega Evolution. These are all of the Pokemon Game Freak is allowing us to use this season. And I've decided to use the newest Mega Evolved Pokemon that was released in Pokemon's Legends ZA, Mega Crabominalbe. This is the team I'm going to use to support my main hitter. And these two Pokemon right here are actually not going to get any playing time, but to be used as bait to bring in Pokemon my opponents weren't comfortable using. My goal is to use all of the Megas available this season to reach Master Rank. So if you want to see more of these videos, I'm going to need you to hit that like button. 20 likes and we immediately drop the next part. With that said and done, let's get on with the video. Here in Ultra Rank 3. Last video I was able to show that Mega Gardevoir is a threat in ranks. And now here in match 1, we have a pretty fast team. Seems like an anti-meta Mega Starmie team. So this is perfect for my two tall starters. Now, I know Clefable has followed me to stop Starmie from taking unnecessary damage. So let's pop a Trick Room and play it safe with Protect. Starmie has Mega Evolved and use Liquidation on Farigiraf. Doing half my health, I barely even survived the Moonblast from Clefable. Seems like they knew I was not only going for the Trick Room, but I would retreat my other Pokemon or protect it. Now this is a risk. I'm going to Helping Hand hoping they don't use Follow Me and go for the kill on the Starmie. Nice! Taking out the Starmie, Moonblast takes out my wall. And now it's time for the main event. Serperior has made its appearance as well. Mega Evolving and using Ice Hammer on Clefable, it did about 73% of damage. And now Auroras can finish off both Pokemon with Blizzard. Oh, it's an imposter. And it assumed it wouldn't take any damage, so it used Nasty Plot. Now the real Serperior has arrived. Though this game, with Crabominalbe using Thunderbolt to finish off the Zoroark and a massive Blizzard to finish off Serperior, is over. Game 1 completed. Now we have a weather team for game 2. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start with Frostlass and Sneasel. So let's go with Farigiraf and Crabominalbe as my starters, with Auroras and my Scarfed Fish as backups. Garchomp and Rotom are not the starters I thought would happen. Starting with Mega Protect, Rotom used Volt Switch on the Farigiraf and Sneasel comes out. Rock Slide on the Garchomp not doing that much damage, and with no flinch, we was able to get off Trick Room. Thanks to Farigiraf, I don't have to worry about priority moves like Fake Out. So instead, I'm going to use Ally Switch to evade a close combat with Sneasler and finish off the Garchomp with Ice Hammer. Though, I have a feeling Garchomp is going to switch out. Yeah, they withdrew Garchomp from Milotic. Fake Out was negated, and Ice Hammer did a decent damage for a non-effective move. They're probably going to think I'm going after the Sneasler, so I'm going to try and finish off the Milotic with Thunder Punch. And the Sneasler protected, so I was correct. That gave me the opportunity to do crazy damage on the Milotic, though it didn't kill. Knowing that the Milotic is going to protect or run away, I decided to go for the kill on the Sneasler. With that Pokemon down, now we just have to worry about the Garchomp. Bringing in Auroras for the Snowworm for action defense for Ice types. I forgot they still have Rotom Fire. Garchomp protected, but Rotom took that Thunder Punch pretty well. It was a crit. Now, the dimensions are back to normal, and I went for a double protect just to see what the opponents would do. Seems like my giant crab is the main choice, so I swapped into my fish to take the overheat. Ate the Rock Slide, but unfortunately got flinched out of my Blizzard. Garchomp protected, and Rotom swapped into my Milotic, but still died to a head smash. Rotom is back, and turns out it was Scarf trying to kill my Auroras, but just missed the kill. And now Rotom is down, but Rock Slide does take out both my Pokemon. Not to worry, since two of my starters are still alive. One more desperate Rock Slide doing no damage, and that is game. There is my second win in a row. Let's shoot for a third on this match. Now, this is clearly a Tailwind team. Pretty easy to assume what they're starting with, so we're going with the Tailwind Stoppers. Since both the opponent's Pokemon can't use any priority moves, Whimsicott is basically useless. So I'm going for the kill on the King Gambit. There we go, one Pokemon down. Whimsicott decided to go for a Moonblast, which did really good damage, but it didn't kill. And now, Trick Room is set up. Out comes the Charizard. Using Ally Switch to save my Crab Boy, Whimsicott tried using Encore, but it wouldn't work due to Ally Switch and my ability to negate all priority moves. Using Thunder Punch on the Charizard, it didn't kill? That's crazy. And it goes down to Heat Wave, sending out Auroras. They now Mega Evolve to gain the weather advantage. Whimsicott went for a Protect, and even with the snow not up, Blizzard still landed and took out the Charizard. Their last Pokemon was Sneasler. Ally switched to avoid a close combat into an Earth earth power, and they lived. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to change the EVs on this Pokemon to secure KOs. Swapping out Aurorus, predicting the CC, a double protect was set in stone to stall out the last turn of Trick Room. Ally switch into last respects, and now it's a 2v1. Basically, game. Since Prankster was not able to be used the whole game due to my ability. With that last win, I was able to rank up to Ultra Ball Tier 2. This is a bonus round that I decided to do, and we have an interesting snow team with Snorlax. Who would have expected? Now, does Snorlax get one-shotted by a Mega Evolved Iron Fist Mach Punch Crabominalbe? I don't think so. I think he actually lives, but due to the fact that I have Incineroar right here, they might actually use King Gambit just as a scare tactic. So I'm going to go for my Farigiraf with Crabominalbe as a great starter due to the fact that Incineroar cannot use Fake Out, but it would be a bad start for Crabominalbe due to the fact that my special attack has been decreased. Though I believe they're actually going to start off with Frostlass and King Gambit, Frostlass or Aerodactyl. I don't know why Mimikyu's here. I've never seen Mimikyu in doubles on at least this rank. Back in the day, yes. Not in this rank. So Sun and Moon, yes. Ultra Sun and Moon, yes. And Scarlet and Violet, yes, because of Terras, but not in these ranks. So it's actually pretty interesting why they're using Mimikyu. So you're actually going to start off with Mimikyu and King Gambit. Mimikyu does not one-shot King Gambit, which is actually really good, but I'm actually going to go for an ally switch just in case for a turn 1 play rough, even though it might just use turn 1 Swords Dance, and I'm going to go for a Mach Punch on the King Gambit. King Gambit might go for Protect, it might not, who knows, but I'm going to go for it just to try and get rid of King Gambit. If King, oh, maybe he swapped, it would have showed that he swapped. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Switches have the highest priority, so he did not swap, but he could have used Protect. He did not use Protect because Protect has actually the highest priority in the game. So he didn't use Protect. That means this Pokemon right here is going down. Holy Chopo Berry, that's amazing. Great move, great move. That just having that is just 10 out of 10. Though I could take any type of move, he used Taunt, thinking that I was going to use Swords Dance. Interesting. And now Iron Head goes on the what's it called? My Giraffe. Great. So now he has a choice to do. Do you think I'm going to go straight for another Mach Punch and you have to go for a Protect? Or do you assume that I'm going to go for a new move and even go after the Mimikyu? Now that's a great option. Now let's see who they have. They have Incineroar, which is really good, but do you want Incineroar coming in on a Mach Punch? They have their Snorlax. Do you want Snorlax coming on a Mach Punch? Or do you want your other Pokemon that's kind of weak to coming in on a Mach Punch? That's the real question. Though they probably have Frostlass, I feel like Frostlass is the best option to come in on a Mach Punch. So I'm going to go into Aurorus and I'm going to go for a Trick Room. The reason why I'm going for Aurorus is due to the fact that, whoa, he did not swap? Oh, he went for a Sucker Punch. Okay. It seems like he does not have Protect, but the Taunt is a great move. I'm not gonna hold you. Taunt is phenomenal. Though this Pokemon I don't believe is defensive. My mom just texted me like Happy Spanish Day. Appreciate it, moms. King Gambit might be slower than Aurorus, which is really good. It seems like Mimikyu is a supporter Mimikyu, which all, you know, Mimikyus are usually supporter Mimikyus, which is perfectly fine. I'm actually going to switch out my Pokemon. This is useless right now, and I'm going to go back into Crabominalbe. Hopefully it does not outspeed. If it does, I doubt it'll outspeed, because if it does outspeed, that will be very unfortunate, but I doubt it outspeeds. Go for a Play Rough. Barely doing any damage due to max HP, and I'm pretty sure is more on the defense side, but it does get the 10% attack drop, and we get the Earth Power off, and the Earth Power does not go for the kill, even though I am max special attack. That's insane. Iron Head 100% KOs my Aurorus. That's very bad. We can actually go back into Rashida due to the fact that he might go for a taunt. We could go for an ally switch just to fake him out, and then we could go into Mustard right after. He is out, he is slower, so I feel like a Thunder Punch will be the best option just to get out there. Sucker Punch has a lower priority than ally switch, because ally switch has the second highest priority in the game. So I will go for a Thunder Punch. It went for a Protect. Phenomenal move. Now I went for the ally switch so I don't get taunted, or even even I don't get hit by, whoop, it went for the taunt. It went for the taunt. So I don't get hit by any play rough, so it went for the taunt. That's perfectly fine. King Gambit is alive, and now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually swap out Rashida, and I'm going to go straight into, unfortunately, I am -1. I'm actually going to go for a Mach Punch just to, yeah, go for a Mach Punch just to finish off the King Gambit. I think actually I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch. Just Thunder Punch seems like a safe option, just in case it wants to go into Frost Slice. You know, you never know. And then I'm going to actually swap into Mustard, since I'm Choice Scarf, and it doesn't seem like we're able to set up any type of trick room due to the Mimikyu on the field. The Mimikyu, surprisingly, is going to be the most annoying Pokemon on the field to deal with. It went for a taunt. I had a feeling. Nah, that was a free play that we just got out. We do have one Pokemon down, which is unfortunate. When I say one Pokemon down, with me, one Pokemon on my field, which is Aurorus, which is unfortunate. Of course, Aurorus actually could have been easily swapped off with Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales actually would have been probably a little bit better, but it's perfectly fine. It's not bad. So we could actually go into Rashida, because it most likely going to use a fake head smash, and then we could go instantly a one-shot wave crash, because it is priority. It might not kill, but it might do an insane amount of damage. It cannot use any type of fake out. It can use, on the other hand, protect. But I thought I was going to go for protect, and if it does go for protect, that's actually perfect, because we could go instantly into an ally switch. Go into Rashida, and with for fake out, no priority moves right here. We got Armor Tail, and then we go for the wave crash. How much damage does it do? It almost kills, but the 10%, but the attack drop does save its life, which is unfortunate. Do we see a Shadow Claw? We do see the Shadow Claw, and it gets the kill. That's fine, because we did do a lot of damage to this Pokemon right here, and Rashida is now on the field. We're actually not going to go for the ally switch, because I'm pretty sure it's going to assume the ally switch, so we're going to go to 100% instantly, no balls, into the trick room. We're going to outplay the plays, or we can actually turn one helping hand, but I want specifically to go for the trick room just to try and get as much damage as I can. Now, this is extremely bad on our part, because this Mimikyu still has Disguise up. It has revealed Shadow Claw, it has revealed Play Rough, and it has revealed Taunt. It might have Trick Room just to counter another Trick Room, but we'll see. And the Mach Punch does go off, and it does get an insane amount of damage, killing the Incineroar, and it becomes a 2-2. Now let's see what the Mimikyu does. The Mimikyu does go for a Taunt, but it assumed I was going to go for Ally Switch, and the Ally Switch was not in the play. It was actually going for the Trick Room. Now the Trick Room is up on the field, and we got the speed advantage. An amazing play by Jay. Who would have guessed? Now Frostlass is in the field. If Frostlass does go for a Mega Evolve, it will give us the snow advantage, though I am still in the disadvantage due to the fact that I cannot hit any of these ghost type Pokemon. So only thing I can do really is helping hand or ally switch, assuming they're going to go for any type of swaps. But this Mimikyu probably thinks I'm going to go for the ally switch, so I'm going to go immediately into a Thunder Punch and straight into an Ice Hammer right after, assuming it's going to think I'm not going to use any. Actually, it could go for a taunt, which would be an amazing play. And if it does go for a taunt, my Farigiraf, would be out of commission completely. Let's see what it's going to do. Shadow Ball does not affect me. I go for the Thunder Punch. The Thunder Punch does break the disguise, and I could go for an Ice Hammer instantly. It goes for a Blizzard. Blizzard is not going to do that much damage. No freeze. It was a crit on Crabominalbe, of course, and they get a freeze. A crit and a freeze. And they set up the Trick Room, of course, just to get rid of our Trick Room. And that is most likely game. There's nothing you can do about this. Great, unfortunate plays by me. Great plays by him. It's just very unfortunate. We can get I don't think a turn one thingy could actually be available due to the fact that I believe they buffed freeze, so you cannot get turn one unfrozen. But let's see if RNG is in our favor, but I highly doubt it. Oh my god, we got the turn one thought out. We got the turn one thought out, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have guessed? It's not over until it's over. Blizzard comes in. Blizzard does insane damage, but it does not go for the kill. If they go for a play rope, we dodge it. We don't dodge. Rashida has done an amazing job. Rashida has really put in a lot of work, but it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Hammer does come off, and Ice Hammer goes for the kill. Mimikyu is down, but we are on our last legs. We are very crippled. All it has to use is Shadow Ball. We are not especially defensive, especially since they got a crit on us. We don't have any options at all, and this is most likely, not even most likely, this is game. We have played a phenomenal game as our first match for today, and it's okay, but this team, it was just unfortunate, and that is amazing. Good job to that opponent. We're going on to game 2. Very strong, unfortunate win on him in my opinion, but yeah, let's go. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below if you want me to use a specific team, subscribe, and have a nice day. Peace.